And we're live, I think.
We're live. Dude, what's
March,
up?
you want to say today's day? It's March,
Yeah, it's March 3rd. We recorded this March 3rd. Hey, what's up with your video? I can't see you. I can see your cheeky ass smile, but I can't see
hold on. Let me fix this shit up, bro. Got you, baby. Let's go.
you. Dude, what the fuck are you wearing?
It's just, I don't know. Monica got me these pajamas. I almost never wear them, so
Did you
it's
just
laundry
come
day.
from did you just come from the toy shop or whatever where you're making toys?
Yeah, bro. Making the toys you like, bro.
Yep, yep. Got one right here. I still got the Model T, the little car that you gave me
Handcrafted
with
for you, baby.
with the pencil sharpener. And then also this, my little Homer Buddha.
What is that?
It's
Bro,
Homer, but Buddha.
what do you do with that bottom end, bro?
Uh, Nothing that concerns you, okay?
For sure. What's up, anyone? What you
But
got for me? What do we got for today?
okay. Well, just to say, I'm just gonna show appreciation to people because we've been posting a lot of our clips on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok, etc. So, um, thank you, fans, for all the support and all the love. I know we're just starting, so thank you a lot for just clicking on our videos, giving us views, and showing us some love.
Yeah, hopefully we
Oh,
can have a few of you on at some point.
that'd be awesome. And then also shout out to Mikey Jr., our primo.
Hey, primo.
Dude, he reposted some of our videos. So I thought that was cool. I thought
Oh,
that was
that's
really
what's
cool
up.
of him.
That's cool.
Yeah. And also other friends and family just showing us love and support, which is cool. So shout out to them. So just to let the fans know, in April we plan on doing an in-person podcast. If it's possible, if everything goes well, then yeah, it will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. Are you excited as well?
Yeah. And if it doesn't happen
Oh,
then, we could probably do it the June time frame, I think.
okay.
That's the next possibility.
Yeah, June would be awesome too. Or maybe we could do both.
Yeah, no, if I'm in there for both, then why not?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Uh, Also in April, the reason why we're linking up is because our other primo, Tomasito's getting married. So congrats to him.
Tommy Jr. Get it.
Yeah, and also April is my birthday, April 14th. So looking forward to that. You know,
Dang, you're gonna
gonna
put your
t
information out there like that, primo?
Well, yeah, if
Leave
the
this
fans
out
want
too.
to. Well, I mean, it's my birthday. If the fans want to send me a gift, or if you want to give me, a gift, whatever.
Send you besitos.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Damn, hey, that book ain't enough for you, bro? That little toy car ain't enough? You want me to give you more?
Well, I mean, that was a month before my birthday,
Oh,
but
okay, okay.
oh shit.
What are you doing?
I gotta move the cable for my light
Oh,
to turn
okay.
it on. Yeah, as you can tell, like fucking, it's a low budget studio right now. So
Yeah. Balling on a budget.
yeah, like you even recorded in your workout room. Look at that trend
Yeah.
in the back. Oh shit! Is that a TV next to it?
It's yeah, Monica got like a little fancy treadmill that has a little thing you could look at so it looks like you're running in nature or something. I tried working it, bro, and I can't even use it, dude. You have to make an account to use it. And like I they couldn't figure out how to make an account. I was so frustrated. I was like, dude, you're telling me I just can't push a button and just start it, and you can't. And I was like, all right, let me just use your account to Monica. She's like, don't use my account. You're gonna add miles and all this stuff to my thing. And I was like, bro, I was like, F this machine. I'm not even gonna use So then I started
Oh
running
my!
on the track myself, and that's how I busted up my knee, dude.
Oh shit, dude! How is your knee, by the way?
Bro, it is wrecked, man. I could I'm limping when I'm walking. And this has already been a thing for like a couple weeks now. It's bad. I could
Damn.
do jump ropes, But even then, lately, it's just been really bad. I don't know. Like I'm still doing my squats and my push-ups and everything. And even the squats recently, they were just this was the first day where the squats, it was tough.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, knees over toes, you already know what I'm gonna say.
Dude, that's what I would
It's
be
the holy
saying.
truth.
That's what I would be
Yeah,
saying. I just haven't been putting time into it. I'm lagging
I
on that.
feel you.
Santa's
But
kind of got me
huh?
working overtime, bro. Shit. And that,
Fucking Santa.
yeah.
um, yeah, dude. We also have a chance when we meet up. We're gonna visit our brothers because they live in the same city. So our brothers, so my brother, my older brother, his younger brother, live out in Northern California. So we're gonna do the in-person podcast, and I'm very much looking forward to it. If everything goes well, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Everything goes well, so
God willing, bro.
God willing, yeah.
What? Yo, bro. This
No,
guy.
for the fans listening at home, Bardo kissed like his hand and
The
like
sign of the cross,
gesture
you know?
sign of the cross, and then me, I just kissed my Homer Simpson Buddha, who's resting on a donut.
Jelly filled when no one's looking, you know?
Oh my god, custard! I just custarded it up. So um, so this episode we're gonna dedicate it to February 29th, which is also referred as Leap Day or Leap Year Day because this year's a leap year. And I got some facts for you, Bardo, about leap year if you're ready.
Drop them, dude.
All right. The first fact is Julius Caesar introduced the first calendar leap year in 46 BC. The second fact, the Earth takes exactly 365 days, 5 hours and 48 minutes, and 45 seconds to circle the sun. The occasional February 29th ensures we don't lose 6 hours every year. Also, babies that are born on, or yeah, babies that are born on that day are often referred to as, sorry, leapers or leaplings.
Did you know
So,
to so just I just want to point out just because you said a specific, to account, it says the Earth takes exactly 365 days, 5 hours. You said some type of minutes, but it wasn't exactly 6 hours. Did you know that after X amount of years, you skip a leap year on the leap year time frame? Because normally they have leap year every 4 years. I
mhm.
don't remember. Do you remember? Do you know the number? What it is?
No,
I think it's like every
I,
100 or something. You skip a
well,
leap.
oh, okay. I didn't know that. I just went on the leap year facts on Google and, looks
I'm tempted to just look it up real quick. We have technology, primo.
technology.
When do you
I know
leap
it's
year?
surprising that Santa still needs fucking workers when he could just have fucking machines building his toys.
Oh, look right here. Gregorian calendar omits 3 leap days every 400 years, which is the length of its leap cycle. This is done by omitting February 29th in the 3 centuries years, multiples of 100 that are not multiples of 400. This is what I was telling. I think we might have talked about this at some point. So the year 2000, we should have skipped a leap year, but because it was a multiple of 400, we didn't skip it. Does that make sense?
Uh, for the sake of the conversation, yes, yes.
All right, then.
Because I'm getting confused. I don't know. I just know every 4 years, you're
Okay,
talking
primo.
to a monkey here.
We got to teach you math, bro. We got to teach you
Yeah.
math.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Man, dude, I just bust out the simple old trusty calculator, bro. That's all I use.
Okay.
um. Also, so now we're in March. It's March 3rd, and how's everything been going? How was your month of February? I know it was a quick month. I
Yeah.
remember that your birthday is also in February. So
Yeah, so I had a birthday. Three
what'd you do for
Una.
That's right.
Yeah,
3-1.
old AF.
31.
But I feel young at spirit, primo.
Yeah. No, you look young. You look good for
It's
31.
the bald hair, bro.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's 31 is your top of your head. Everything else is is a young 21.
I got a baby D, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. Yeah, one thing, so I usually try to do New Year's resolution goals, like a year goal, and I failed them. I think we I don't remember if we talked about it episode one. Did we talk about them at all?
I think we talk about like setting goals and
Okay, yeah.
like
And so one thing, I kind of tried doing was setting like monthly goals, just that are kind of aimed toward those goals. And one thing that I did is I kind of pulled up what I had done for February. And I ended up realizing that I actually ended up changing them a couple times. Um, it's pretty funny because I'm like, oh, like I just changed the trajectory. And the good thing is that even if they end up dying off, because I kind of revisit it, at least there's like a time period where I'm like still pushing hard towards an aimed goal. And then I was trying to do weekly goals that probably falls off pretty quick. But I usually try to stick to something. And so some of the goals that I set up for February initially was to like bench 225 pounds, so like two plates in the gym. And real quickly, like I stopped going to the gym because I started doing this push-up challenge. I could probably hit that right now because I feel pretty strong just doing the
mhm.
push-ups. And so I'm actually doing 100, like 350 push-ups a day right now. 350 push-ups, squats, and 350 sit-ups. And I started doing like 100 pull-ups recently a day. I just break them up into like a bunch of sets just to squeeze them out. And so I feel like I've gotten really strong. So that's something I've been very consistent in. Like I haven't failed a day in those in what's gonna be like 50 days now. 51. Today's 50 day 51. Another goal I had set up was
Congratulations.
growing. What was
Day
that?
51. Day 51 on the push-up challenge. Good shit.
Yeah, I did it today. Another one was like followers on Twitter, and so I was trying to grow my following on that. I was like to get 500. I actually smashed that goal. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna shoot for 800 if possible. But while trying to reach that, I'm like, dude, what am I doing with this number? Like, this doesn't even mean anything. So I just changed my goals on that one, and it was more to like trying to start up some type of mentorship program, and that's something I actually ended up doing. So I'm really proud of that. And then there was a couple other goals, but we'll be here forever if I keep talking about them. So
Mm. Okay.
yeah. What about you? What did you set up any goals for February or things you accomplished?
Yeah, I did set up a few goals. I don't know if I necessarily accomplished any of them
Yeah.
because it ended up being that I just readjusted some of them.
Okay.
So like,
That's good. There's nothing wrong with readjusting.
yeah, so I mean February was a good month. It was a very slow month when it came to work, but in terms of just figuring out what I wanted to do, because in February we started the podcast. Or we started the Primation Nation.
Yeah.
We created that. And then also just I started my training program that I'm doing right now. I'm currently helping a couple clients. So that's been awesome. And I've just been utilizing my time to do things that I want to do. And it's been very, very helpful because I feel very confident on the path I'm going on. Like I feel like maybe in the past couple of years I was just trying things out, figuring out what I wanted to do. And then right now I just have like a clear feeling like I don't mind doing this for the next couple of years or even the rest of my life, you know.
Yeah.
And dude, the podcast has been so fun. Honestly, it's right
Yeah.
now. It's
I
my
mean,
my new
it's always a
favorite thing.
blessing to just chat with you. So
Likewise,
yeah.
yeah, man. So it's just been great. Um, I wanted to ask you, did you do anything interesting for your birthday or in February or anything like that stood out that normally you don't do one?
Oh, I've been really busy with work, bro. I've just literally like I'll just hobble over to this playground literally in the middle of the night, dude, and I just start busting out pull-ups. So
Nice.
dang, dude,
You don't
I
go
know
you
there's
don't
been
go
a
dressed
couple.
like that, right? You
No, dude, it's been too
don't.
cold. Too cold. I can't. Yeah, I can't, dude. It has
You're like
been,
I can imagine you walking out of your house with little fucking jingle balls on your shoes, just in a sand in an elf's head.
bro. The way I look coming out of my house, it looks like I'm gonna go rob someone in the neighborhood, bro. I'm just literally black sweater, black hoodie. I literally have a ski mask on, bro. Just literally like just I'm covered up like this, and then just black shoes and black gloves, and then I you just see me with a rope, just like the jump rope, and I'm just it's pretty sketch,
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
it does look. But since you are living in the colder environments, maybe it's more common than
Yeah,
I
I
think.
think so. Yeah, yeah. Maybe, I'm not necessarily dressed all black, like going to your local high school to be on the playground just playing around. Oh, the other day when I was out there, Monica let me know ahead of time, like, yo, you better just head home because there was a sighting of it's like a pack of wolves or something. And I was like, F that. I had like a little headlight, boop, pressed it on, and I was running just the head on a swivel. I'm like, just super paranoid with my pepper spray. Yeah.
Dang. Now that I could definitely see that picture.
Yeah. Dang, yeah, I'm trying to think. I should have been more reflective. I didn't I should bust out my little journal. I did write like a little mini manifesto and some goals that I have. Yeah, but
Wait,
I
so
have to go through them.
no, you said you're 31 now. How do you feel? Like the big 31.
I don't know, dude. It's just I mean at this point it's just kind of like a number. Like after 3-0, you're like, all right, dude. Time's a ticking. I could die tomorrow, so like it doesn't even matter what the age is. I could live to like 100. But the one thing I have kind of realized is like physically, I don't want to say it's like a ticking time bomb, but like I can feel physically it's been a lot more challenging to do certain things. And so if I want to do something really challenging physically, I'd want to do it sometime soon, which is why I've been pushing myself with like this push-up challenge. And I feel like really, really strong. I've never done this many push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, squats a day. And I don't know, at some point, the goal is to do 1,000 a day. And it's already taking me like several hours just to get through it. And literally, I'm doing them every day, even if my arms are sore, if they hurt, no matter what. I just keep doing them. And so, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to train for or whatever, but I'll be ready. Yeah.
Well, by the looks of it, it looks like you're training till Christmas. Training for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Get the freaking toys in, dude.
Oh man, dude, I really love that outfit. Honestly, when I see oh uh okay, so I wanted to ask you about something to get your perspective on things, right?
Okay.
So
What's that?
so there's like this big debate in philosophy or stuff like that. It's like altruism versus egoism, right? Where do you stand? And so for people who don't know, well,
Bro, so
altruism
we're
is
going philosophy now?
yeah.
Okay.
Uh um Altruism is the principle and practice of concern for the well-being and happiness of other humans or animals above oneself. Egoism is a philosophy concerned with the role of the self or ego as the motivation and goal of one's own actions.
Is this
So
like the only two options, or
no,
could
no,
be
no.
a
There's
blend of mix, or I don't know what.
no, no. There's more options, but I'm just saying like in terms of these two, these are kind of like polar opposites. Altruism's kind of like, oh, my main goal is to help out other people, right?
Okay,
So,
yeah.
and then for egoism, it's like my main goal is to help myself out,
Okay.
right? And maybe these things overlap at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, one thing that's interesting, thinking about it, just depending on how you view things, you are a person yourself, and so helping yourself is like kind of helping others too. Um, and a lot of times, say in like even this game called life, people think that everything's a zero-sum game, which what that means is in order for there to be a winner, there has to be a loser. Not all games are like that in life. Um, say for example, if you exchange your service for someone else's haircut, both of you are way better off, right? You get fresh cut, you're looking fresh, and whoever you helped out benefits from your service. And so you both kind of come up. Even if one comes up a lot more, you both come up, right? Same thing with buying something. Like say, hey, I want that cheeseburger. Here's $5. And they're like, oh yes, I got $5. And you're like, yes, I got this cheeseburger. Both of you valued those two things more than the other thing. So you valued that burger more than $5, which is why you were willing to make the exchange. They valued the $5 more than the burger that they made you, which is why they did that. And so people came up. And so say even if you're in a greedy mission to make money by providing services, like you might be helping people a lot more than you even think, even if it's for your own benefit. So I've heard a lot of different arguments made from different philosophers, different authors. Um, I know like a popular someone that somewhat popularized it in like modern times was Ayn Rand. Have you heard of her work?
No.
So she kind of
I
popularized
Rand.
Ayn Rand. Yeah.
Ayn Rand.
Ayn Rand,
Okay.
Aynrand.
Like
Uh,
I ran to the store
yeah,
to get some milk.
yeah. No, she was kind of like a popularizer of not what was the other one? You said egoism. I don't know what it was called, but it's basically like more focused on an individual versus helping people. That she actually believed that like altruism is like just evil. Like it's tended to be corrupted like in you trying to help people. You say, oh, I'm doing this for help, and sometimes people think that they're helping people and they might actually be making things worse. And so that's been something that I've been that where my ideals and thinking on that has just shifted radically just based on like data that yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what you're actually looking for with the question you asked. You said altruism versus egoism. I don't even think
I
I
mean,
mentioned anything about
there's
egoism.
there's no wrong answers. I think that was a beautiful answer.
Yeah, well, what about you?
Um, well, I would say that I probably am a little more altruistic, but I think like we said before, like um, these things overlap each other. So in order for me to help other people, maybe I have to focus more on myself
Yeah,
and
what do you
building
mean by
some.
helping people too?
Well, let's say for instance, I want to help my family, right? And it's like, well, maybe I need to earn more money to help my family. Well, it's like, how do you go about that? Maybe I have to go to work instead of spending time with my family, or or it's instead of helping somebody move, I go to work that day and just go ham, make some money, and then help out in other ways. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like this,
but one thing I'd from whose perspective do we decide what is helpful? Like one thing I'd maybe challenge is like in some cases, yeah, I need to provide for my family, but the more I take away from my presence being there for my family, they might value that a lot more than they do the other things, right? So
possibly, yeah.
from whose point of view do you decide what's better, if that makes sense? Because see, it feels like that's subjective right there, where there is no right, there's no
I
one
mean,
answer.
yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm not. Maybe one's better than the other, and maybe at certain times one should have priority over the other, even though, like, like for the most part, like if you're working and you're not spending enough time with your family, the problem isn't that you're working; it's that you're working too much and you're not spending time with your family. But if you're working and you're helping out your family, I feel like that's more like an objective thing because like you look at like what's helping out your family. It's like financially, well, that's one way you can help out your family. And then
But again, from whose point of view though? And whose point of view matters more? What if your kid's like, Daddy, why aren't you here? And they view it like, yo, he's not doing the right thing.
yeah, okay, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
Um,
So is it
yeah,
from your point of view, or you're like, nah, well, I'm right, and then that's kind of like an egocentric thing, or I don't know what you called it, egoism,
egoism.
because that's like you're saying, oh, I want to help my family out. Was like, well, dude, you didn't even ask them what the hell they wanted.
Hmm,
What if they don't even want your help? You know what I mean?
true, but I think it's more or
But
less of like okay,
that sounds more egoism because it's coming
well,
from you.
by helping somebody. I
Like,
think it's more.
what does your family even want from
I
you?
I think well when I
Do you know
okay,
what
so
I'm
when I look
saying?
back, yeah. when I look back at the definitions, it's more or less of like the concern. Like, what's your primary concern? Like, let's say you're cooking food, right? This is
Okay.
a perfect example. It's like, are you cooking for yourself? Are you concerned? Oh, you know what? I'm a cook for said person because they're in the house. Even though I never, I'm just gonna make them something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, but to me, what this kind of sounds like is like, yo, I'm gonna like, yo, I poured myself a, a box of like Captain Crunch because it's my favorite cereal. Yo, I'm gonna give it to my cousin, or I'm gonna give it to my uncle, to like my tío
Yeah.
Fro, right? And you
Yeah.
give him this Captain Crunch, like, I'm doing this from the bottom of my heart. And you, Isaiah, what it sounds like you're saying is, oh, I'm doing other stuff, as in like altruistic. But in his case, he's gonna be like, bro, I'm not trying to eat this sugary shit. You're trying to give me diabetes. Like that's like you're not even helping him because you didn't even ask him what he wanted. Is what I'm asking. Is what I'm saying. You're
Okay.
not helping him because you didn't even ask him what he wanted.
Right. I think.
I don't know if
Okay, I get what you're
you
saying.
know what I'm saying? Like even
Yeah.
though you think that you are helping somebody, you didn't even ask them what they wanted.
True. Yeah. Yeah. I get you.
Like that, and that's what I'm getting at. Like it's even for what you're saying, unless you're literally asking them what they want, it sounds like you're doing it because you want to, rather than like you're doing it. You're saying for them, but like you didn't even ask them. I don't know if that
Okay.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
That does make sense. That's a specific scenario, but I feel like it's just more or less the concern, right? I mean, you know, if you, let's say you did ask them like, hey, you want a bowl of cereal, and you did it, it's like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
and then
but
everything works
but it's
out.
coming
It's like,
from but it's coming from you though.
yeah.
It's like trying to go to these neighborhoods or you're going to a homeless man. You're like, oh, this guy needs this. Like he needs this. But like you never ask him. He's like, yo, I just want some food. I want to be left alone. You know what I mean? And you just keep trying to do stuff that he doesn't want you to do.
Well, that's so that's different. What I'm talking about is like, okay, let's say you get a cake, right?
Okay.
You buy a cake, and then you grab a fork, like it's a big cake, and everybody sees you, and they're like, "Oh wow, like that's a nice looking cake." And then you start eating from the center of it with a fork, and you just, "Oh, I'm just eating from the center of it." Like that's an example of like egoism, where you're like, "I got this cake for myself," but if you're like, "Hey, everybody, there's cake. You guys could have some," and then you start cutting into pieces and then handing them out, people are, you get what I'm
It's
saying?
I
Like
don't know. I don't know, Primo, because I still feel like because the thing is you got the cake for yourself
it,
either way and you're giving it out.
yeah, but I get what
If
you're
you really
saying,
cared,
and
you would have been like, yo, what kind of cake do y'all want? Right?
I get what you're saying, but it's a different scenario. Like
Okay.
I'm trying. I'm I get what you're saying.
Okay.
It's just
Might just
it's
be
just different.
semantics. It might just be like the words, whatever.
Yeah, but this was something. The reason why I wanted to bring this up was because I was watching Young Sheldon, and basically he goes to college and he takes a philosophy class, and then the teacher's like, "Oh well, how do you know you're not dreaming right now? How do you know this? How do you know that? How do you know science is even real? You're trusting somebody else's perspective." And she's just trying to get him to think. And so eventually he just starts trying all these different philosophical takes, like the ways of living in the world. And then when he said altruism and egoism, I thought about that. And I was like, that's very interesting because I've seen that play out in my life. Like I have a friend who tells me he's like, yeah, when I get rich, I just wanna I just want to get a farm and not help out anybody and just take care of my family. Like I don't care about anybody else besides my kids and stuff like that. And then I was like, well, when I get rich, it's more or less like I want to help out everybody. You know what I'm saying? And altruism and egoism, like it's just
Do you
I
think you
like how I
actually
said
do that
this.
though?
I think I would, yeah. I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to help out people. I mean, maybe it may be challenging, but something I definitely would
Do you
look
think you
forward to
need
doing.
you think you need money to help people?
No, but money does definitely help. Like for instance, like for the service I'm offering, I'm giving it to all of my friends and family for free. And well, honestly, I'd be giving it to anybody for free because I need to build testimonials and need to build like feedback, and then also like just solving problems for other people.
Yeah.
But I feel like with what I'm doing right now, I can help people. And I feel like you feel the same way, right?
Yeah, in some ways. Um, you mean with like what I've been doing, or what do you mean?
Or just helping people and like what, like
Yeah, in any way I
you
could
don't,
add, but like if they ask
yeah,
for it, you can't
yeah,
really
yeah.
help people that don't want to get help.
I get you. Are you referring to anything in particular?
Just in general, like I could say, oh, like I'll help my family members figure out, navigate university or college or whatever. But if nobody asks me for help, then I'm like, I can't help them. And even then, like before in the past, I've tried helping people. Oh, let me help you with this. They're just like, dude, they don't care. You know?
I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about, bro.
You could you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right?
Right. No, I've been there. I've tried to help people out in a lot of regards, and they're just like, no, I don't care. I'll do it myself. I have a plan. I have it figured out. You don't have to help me.
Yeah.
And I think it may be the case that people just want to do things on their own, you know?
Yeah.
But honestly, dude, like how we talked the other day, like you're a fucking cheat code, bro. Like I just like I'd be asking you
Yeah.
all these questions and just
Yeah.
picking it out, picking your brain, just getting as much, dude, because you've helped me a lot. Like I'd be stuck on something, and then you just like, well, here's the answer, bro. It's fucking
Just do this.
this or the, yeah,
This is what I
exactly.
did. Yeah, it's just laying it out there. So sometimes, dude, there's yeah, yeah. It's because you ask. It's because you ask.
Mhm.
Yeah. So thank
I
you
have
for
another,
asking. Thank you for
huh?
asking. Thank you for asking.
Oh, dude, thank you for helping, dude. So it's a pleasure to have you, dude. Like how I said, I'll say this over again because it's so true. Like I enjoy this podcast so much because well, I just love talking to you, and then the fact that we could just record it, post it out, and I could just listen to it over and over again. Uh,
This
and
guy.
I just have so much fun. I have so much fun doing it too.
Yeah.
I listened to the last episode literally like 7 times in
Bro, that was like
entirety.
an hour worth of stuff. I don't know how you can listen to it 7 times. I just don't even have
Dude,
time to just even go through
because
anything.
yeah, cool. Because I have to edit, or like, dude, sometimes I'll just have it in the background while I'm doing something, and I'm like, oh shit, I said this. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's been the biggest blunder or improvement you could see in our discussions?
Okay, the biggest blunder for sure is I say and like way too fucking much.
Yeah, I know. I noticed it even when I'm talking right now. I'm like, I said this, I said this. Well, I'm like, whatever. I don't care,
Hmm.
you know?
Well, I think it's natural to be in the flow of conversation, but the thing is like I could tell based on those ums and likes that it's a nervousness. Like because there's a camera in front of me, I'm thinking I have to be a little more conscious about what I say.
You
But
definitely you definitely give camera shy vibes, and you're not like that in real life.
I know. Well, dude, because I've noticed my language in real life is just fucking, dude. If you heard me speak in real life, bro, we'd have to bleep everything, bro.
I
Because
know. I know.
I just be saying the fucking worst
I'll
shit.
put this out there. I've suggested Isaiah, yo, let's make this live. And he's like, no. It'd be so much better, Primo.
Dude, we would get kicked off immediately, bro.
You would get kicked
So,
off.
yeah, I'd get canceled, bro.
Bro, what's there to cancel, bro?
My fucking 90 fans that I have currently on my TikTok.
Yo, you got all your 90 fans. Damn, you got a big following.
Um,
That's
yeah,
how.
like they all couldn't go into a McDonald's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the maximum capacity.
Dang. 90 people.
85.
That would
Thank you,
be
thank you.
almost 1 ton of human flesh. You know what I'm saying?
That is the creepiest thing I fucking heard.
It is, bro. Because if each
One.
physical. Oh, no, 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 never. I'm thinking of like adult males like my size, I guess, you know.
Holy shit. Oh, okay, Bardo. I need to take a
I might be doing
piss.
that math wrong, actually. I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing it way wrong. It's more than that. It's like 4 to 5 times.
4 to 5.
I think so.
We're gonna play a little game here. If you're interested. Oh, what is that in your hand? He just. Oh, oh my God. For the fans out there who are listening, he just slowly moved a banana from the bottom of the screen up into frame. How was the banana?
Banana like.
Oh, banana like. Okay, that's right. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna play a little game in honor of Leap Day. Let's describe each other in 4 words.
Exactly
And
4 words, or could it be less than 4 words?
exactly 4 words. So 4 adjectives.
What if I just want to use a noun to describe you?
Well, yeah, sure. You can use a noun if you want. You can use anything. Just it has to be 4 words and real words.
Could it be proper nouns?
Sure.
Do you know what a proper noun is?
Yeah, proper noun is a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I went to English class.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay, so who wants to start? Do you want to start or do I start?
You say, show
Okay.
me hands then.
All right. By the way, you can take any type of spin. You can be mean, funny, genuine, however you want to do. Oh, we can do one of each. We can do like we
All
can do
right, what
genuine or we can do mean. Okay.
you describe me
So
in 4 words, I describe you in 4 words, and we just go back and forth, or what?
we can have like okay, so we could do one like mean and then one like nice.
Okay. You,
Okay. I'll
you
okay.
bald-headed ass mother. I don't know.
Okay. Bald monkey.
Oh man, this guy racist, bro.
It's perfect because you're eating a banana too. Uh, bald monkey, smelly.
Why smell? I took a shower, bro. I'm in my fit to go to sleep, dude. This is my fucking midnight snack, dude. Put me to bed.
Smelly and uh, autistic.
Bro, bro. Dang, that's messed Bro, that's messed up because just literally upstairs, Monica's watching Love on the Spectrum. And she's like, oh, this show's about you. Bro,
Why is she watching a show called Love on the Spectrum?
bro,
I have.
that's literally what it's about. They're matching a lot of people that are like on the spectrum.
Oh my God, this is a real thing. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, dude, season two's out, bro.
Holy shit. Oh, dude, you can't hire actors for this. I'll tell you that, bro. These people look like they were made for the
Bro.
role.
No, I was literally right before this podcast. I was upstairs eating burritos with Monica, and she's like, "Oh, season two's out." Turn on the episode. I'm like, "I'm out." I was like, "I'm trying to go make a podcast right now." But I was sitting there for a little bit. One of the guys, he looked like I was like, "Is he acting?" Because he might have been acting low key. I don't know.
Possibly.
Maybe not.
Oh, well, I'm gonna put a picture up about love on the spectrum just so the fans can see what
Have the whole
what
cast and just include me right there.
just he just posted out like in your elf costume in your or your elf job.
Bro,
It's
do you want me to get a
oh man, dude, that's a fucking t-shirt right there. That's a t-shirt.
That's so messed up. Bro, you need to clip this, send it to Monica, bro.
Yeah. Dude, she'd love it. Okay, your turn. Four words that are to describe me in a mean way.
Bro, wait, so were we just doing mean or just the truth, bro?
It could be true, but it's me. And then we'll do a nice one. That's also the truth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or just mean. Just try to be as mean as you can.
I don't even know,
Just
dude.
just remember,
I don't even have nice things to tell you, bro. You know what I mean?
just remember, I called you a bald monkey, uh, smelly, autistic.
Bro. I don't even, dude, you got a crusty ass foot, bro. That's all I got.
Okay, crusty.
Crusty foot ass.
Okay, we'll say crusty foot is one word.
Okay, crusty.
No, but it's supposed to be one word. All right, that's two words, but
That's two words, bro. That's fine. I'll have those two words, bro.
uh,
Um,
we'll we'll just put that as one. Crusty.
dude. Oh man, dude, I'm not good at this, man. Unless it's in the
Dude,
heat of the moment. You know what I mean?
well, there's an obvious one.
Egotistic. I don't know.
Okay. Egotistic. Okay. Crusty, egotistic.
Fucking double D's. I don't know.
Double D's. For the fans who are listening, he's trying to say I'm fat
No, I'm
and
just
I have
saying you
man
got
boobs.
titties, bro.
All right, one more, one more.
Un. Dang. I don't think I could say this thing in a single word.
Just describe. It's just describing. So
Un, undisciplined.
okay. So crusty. What was it? What was it? Crusty,
Crusty, egotistic, double D's, undisciplined.
undisciplined. Okay. All right, all right. Not that mean, but okay. Maybe the crusty part kind of hurt my feelings, but everything else is. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Okay. Now let's say some nice stuff.
Okay.
I got them because I'll start because it's a lot
Okay.
easier. All right. You handsome, charming. I don't want to say charismatic because it kind of goes with charming, but you're very charismatic
Okay. That's three.
and you are very smart.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I
Now
could
you're making this next
probably
part.
keep going on onto it, but
Yeah. Now you're making this next part real easy for me then.
four off the top of my head.
Thank you. Thank you. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. You're very. You're smart. Smart. Uh. Tall. Um, honest and and I don't want to use the same words. Okay, no, I shouldn't use the same words.
But you already
So I
said
was gonna.
smart. You said use something
I know.
different.
Okay, I won't use one. Creative, creative. Tall. Tall's a compliment. Okay, tall's really,
Okay.
because you are pretty tall. Um,
For who, dude? For a Mexican, I guess. I don't know.
for a monkey, yeah, you're pretty you're pretty tall.
Dude, in Michigan, there's a lot of really tall people, by the way. I don't know if it's
Oh
like
no,
a Scandinavian or type thing, but there's a lot of tall people.
I don't doubt it, bro.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, creative, tall, um, outgoing. Mm, oh no, I said honest. Honest was three.
Okay.
Honest. I'm not gonna use outgoing 'cause it's pretty whatever.
If you're like, because you don't have friends, bro.
Honest and responsible.
Okay, cool.
So you're creative, tall, honest, and responsible. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're also handsome and charming, but I only hit four.
I don't know.
But,
I don't know about those.
I mean, that
Well,
those
I guess I'm
pajamas
a
are pretty
handsome
nice.
monkey, right?
Yeah, you're handsome
Sharpest
monkey.
looking monkey out here, bro.
Yeah,
Catch
yeah.
you with that ooh. Would catch you with the wah.
Dude, that game was fun. I like that. I like that. Okay,
The honey roast.
the honey roast. What is that?
Like you roast somebody,
Like give him a compliment after?
but like, like honey is like sweet, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, kind of like a backhanded compliment.
I don't know.
Just like, oh yeah, it sucks. It sucks that you're bald, but it looks good on you, or something like that. I
Well,
don't
I remember for one of my bosses, I said something like, "Oh wow, you look really great for your age," or something like that.
know. Oh no, I've been there. I've said a lot of backhand compliments.
Oh dang. Oh man.
There's this. I remember in middle school. There's this cute girl. She was some Filipino girl. She was a year older than me, and I go and and we're like in some choir thingy, and she the first day like we are like rehearsing or something. She had like straight hair, and then the second day she had like curly hair, and the curly hair looked like really really good. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, oh my, so I tell her, I was like, dang, your hair looks good today, better than yesterday. And
Dude, you should have just said your hair looks good today.
I
I'm
know,
really
and
serious,
because in the beginning she had a big ass smile, like, and then straight up right
bro.
after I said, like, and then just
Bro,
walked away.
bro.
Yeah, but you know me, I don't know why. I don't know what came over me. It was like nervous energy. You know what I mean? Have you ever been?
Dude, yeah, no, I know what you mean. I've said my thing a couple more than a couple things wrong, bad.
I feel like the thing you said to your boss was real
It was
mean.
something along the lines, but he even called me out like, "Oh, damn, like that's a backhanded compliment." I'm like, "Yeah." I don't know what I said.
You know, so like I remember there was this one guy at my old job, because we work in like it was like a multiple restaurants
Yeah,
inside of it was a food court, right?
yeah.
So one of the owners, I see him, I was like, hey, how old are you? He's like, oh, I'm 30 something, 34. I'm like, you I was like, you look 24. And he's like, oh, thank you, So later on the day I see another owner, but it was the owner's dad. And I was trying to put one to two together. I was like, hey, are are you guys brothers? You know what I mean?
This guy.
Just kind of. And then he goes, "No, I'm his dad." I'm like, "How old are you?" And he's like, why? Do I look old? No, he's like, yeah. And I said, yeah, you look old.
Yeah, you look.
But to give you context, this was all in Spanish. So
Okay.
like I'm not the best at speaking Spanish, so I meant to say, no, no, you look young, but I said
Sí, very viejo, you know?
sí, muy bien. Muy... Oh, dude, it was and everybody started laughing, like because this whole family was there. They're all laughing at me. They're like, "Oh, this guy, he has jokes." And I wasn't trying to be funny. I was trying to be nice, but it still worked out. Oh, dude, no. Speaking of that, there was this one time I was talking to my boss at that same job, and I said, do you ever feel like you're overqualified for this job? I don't know. I know. I said, no, my bad. I meant to say that, but I was like, do you do you feel like you're underqualified for your job?
Dude, you
And he
really
goes,
said that?
yeah, and he goes, oh yeah, uh-huh. He said, oh, like and I said, no, 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 no. I meant overqualified. I meant overqualified. Because he was like, he got his AA in accounting or some shit, and he's like a
Okay.
manager at a fucking Japanese sushi ramen place.
Bro, dude.
Dude, I just felt in that moment. I was like, holy shit, bro, I fucked up.
No. Oh man.
No,
I
it's
had
worse when you're like, what's up?
no, I was just gonna say there was a moment like that I had with my boss. I don't remember what it was. Like I completely like botched what the heck I was saying. It's in an email somewhere. I'll pull it up some other day.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll pull it up some other day. I don't want to mess it up because I'm not gonna get it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were discussing goals earlier, and I have a question. So like, how do you go about readjusting your goals and like falling short and things of like, shouldn't you just be committed to that goal, or can you just readjust? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is there
Yeah. It,
you get
I
what I
think
mean, bro?
yeah, I think it really depends on what kind of goal you have. So if you have a goal of like going to the gym 3 times a week, right? That's fairly
Mhm.
straightforward. But say you find out like, yo, you could really only make it 2 times a week. You might not know until you try to set it. Or like, for example, I said like I had a Twitter count follower, like, oh, I'm gonna try to get 500 by the end of the month. Like if you're just kind of starting out, you don't really know how much you gain putting in a certain amount of effort. So you might just put a number. You're like, you know what? By the end of the year, I'm gonna have 1 million followers. Like, bro, you're probably not gonna get that if you have zero, right? But then as you start moving along in a month, you get 100. You're like, yo, like I'm not gonna hit this. The trajectory I'm at is like 100 every month, right? Linearly. So by the end of the year, I should at least have like 1,200. But you realize I'm gonna keep learning techniques and providing value doing different things. So I might actually shoot for 1,500. That might work. But then you start learning after like month six that okay, I'm actually shooting like a lot more better, right? So I could actually reach a 2,000 by the end of the year. Like that's just realistic goal. And so I think it really just depends on the type of metric you're using for a goal and the time frame. So, but also sometimes your goals just change. So, like I put for the month of February, like 2 plates worth to bench, 225. But honestly, right now, like with the challenge that I'm doing, weights aren't going to make sense as a metric because I'm just not even going to the gym. So I'm just going to readjust the goal to match more of what I want to do. There's also a bunch of goals that I had, and I ended up realizing I'm not even able to focus on all of them. So these are just haven't been as important to me. So I just cut those out. And so I think just kind of reevaluating, going back, saying like, okay, what are things that actually want to focus on and they're going to provide me value in the future? I think being able to evaluate the time and effort that you've been putting into it, seeing the trajectory. It requires you just shooting for something, and then along the way you kind of say, okay, I actually need to adjust. And I think
Mhm.
that's an important thing because you're not gonna know, especially if you're just starting out. Like, if you say you've never really done push-ups, and you're gonna say, oh, you know, by the end of 3 months, I'm gonna do 50 push-ups straight. But like, how many push-ups can you do now? If you could barely do 10, have you ever trained before? If you don't really know what you're capable of in terms of your capabilities, you're gonna have to adjust. And so unless you have already a framework in place to mold and to see trajectories of how you can do it, you're not going to be able to really accurately measure it. So you're going to need to start just trying and doing. So I'd actually recommend just having goals more based on action of let's just try to take a step outside. Let's
Mhm.
let's just go to the gym 3 times a week, right? Rather than any type of number goals if you're just starting out. And if you see your numbers kind of progressing in a certain way, okay, well, I want to try to shoot for this. And just have that at first and really try to shoot for it. And if you find any roadblocks along the ways, then you just adjust along the ways. But be honest about it and really shoot high. You could also have small little bumps along the way just to make sure you're hitting certain metrics, but you're not going to know what to shoot for until you have something. So I remember one of the first goals, like in January, I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit like so and so number of subscribers on YouTube, and I'm gonna do this, this, and this. And like by week, I'm like, I should probably hit this. And after 1 week, I was like, dude, I am not gonna hit this goal. I was like, this is way too like ambitious. So I just had to readjust after like a week or two. And I think that's fine.
That's very helpful because honestly, like we all set goals, New Year's resolution or yeah, resolution, all the time. And so I've gone back after January, readjusted my goals. February, had to readjust in the middle. And now I'm back at again, and I'm like, fuck, dude. I have to go back and even readjust it more because what was important in February and in January, it's not important now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But see, this is a big thing. I wouldn't count those as failures. I would count them as you found out what wasn't important to you. Just like in my journey, going through college, I think I don't know if we talked about it in a podcast or just in a call, but when I did the Rite Aid pharmacy internship,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I found out I didn't want to do like pharmacy type work, right?
With super money. Yeah, that was in the last
Yeah.
week's
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
last episode that we did.
Yeah, and so you're finding those things out that, hey, I don't want to do this type of work. Like it's huge. I mean, even working through my PhD, working on some research.
By the way, what
Mhm.
was his name?
Dude,
The
I don't
pharmacist.
remember because we worked with because the thing is, it was I think that the Rite Aid that we were at or the CVS, whatever it was there was two pharmacists assigned to it, but I worked under a technician. And
Okay.
so the thing is, I think the technician might have sometimes rotated out as well. So
The
usually
reason why
there's
I asked,
yeah.
the reason why I asked is because on YouTube they have these transcripts. Like when you're watching the video on YouTube, and I was watching our last episode on
Yeah.
YouTube, and when it comes in the beginning part, we have like the sneak peek, right? Like, hello, this is super money. I read the transcript and it said, "Hello, this is super money." And I was like, I'm like, that
Super
can't be
money. Let's
yeah,
go.
super money.
Dude, hey, but he actually rolled up either in like a red Corvette or low key it might have been like a Ferrari or something like that. It was a
Damn.
nice car. And I remember
So
asking, I think they make like it was somewhere between like 100 something K to like 300K a year.
damn. And
It's
he's
a, it's a
Indian,
lot.
right?
It's like, bam. And all they
Yeah, I
do
know.
is just chill there, distribute their drugs, you know what I'm saying?
The fucking penis pills.
Yeah, dude, and yeah, and the techs are doing all the grunt work, like splitting the pills, putting them into a form, and like just getting them out to however they have to do it and organize it. And like the pharmacist is just like, all right, I just gotta sign off, you know? Oh, you're
Dang.
this? All right, let me just because usually like a doctor will prescribe something and then the pharmacist will just like fill it out.
Yeah,
And it's not like they're making freaking drugs right there, just mixing chemicals, like they'll just buy them, you know? But
yeah.
they don't even buy them themselves. They'll tell the tech, all right, hey, order this, this, and this, and separate them out, fill them up in the pill stuff. So, but I mean,
Damn.
if something bad happens, I guess it might be on the pharmacist. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
They'll probably
Someone has
still
a
blame
strike
the
or something.
tech. You know what I mean? The
Damn.
technician, like, well, you put the wrong pills in the wrong spot. Now you got old ladies popping boner pills. You know what I'm saying?
Their tits get all hard, like I'm just
Okay,
yeah.
I don't know about that one. But yeah, back to the goals thing. It's finding out what's important. And I think that was a big thing too. Like with the follower count for one of them. Like I was actually able to almost accurately track it where I was like, okay, I'm getting like 100 something followers on Twitter a week. Because I had to look at the analytics and it was fairly consistent. I'm like, if I put in this much effort, I literally get like 100, 150. And I remember thinking like I had set a crazy high goal in February of like, I was like, all right, minimum goal was like 500 and end goal, like I, on the higher end, it was like 800. I was like, I could probably get really close to getting that. Right. And I ended up getting like 650 at the end of the month. But there was like a week or two where I kind of like took off. I was still posting a few things just that I was wanting to post regularly.
This
But
is on your X, formerly known as Twitter, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
And
nice.
so I'm able to now kind of track it. Like by the end of the month, so I have 650. 4 times like 120. That's close to like 500. I should hit 1,000 followers by like the 25th. No, I'll hit it like somewhere in the 20s of like March. So like in 20 days maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Congrats, congratulations. Good,
Yeah.
dude.
So
Good
so
shit.
and that's just because I look at the analytics every week and it keeps saying, okay, you have like 100 something. And so it could plateau. I don't know if it could stay like that linearly and I'm just always gonna get like, 100. So kind of getting that track of how I've been navigating. Um, by the end of the year, let's just say there's 50 weeks times 100 and let's just say 100. I should be able to get a 5,000 followers by the end of the year if I'm consistent.
Hmm.
And that's just based off the numbers that I've been seeing. But early on, I remember saying, I'm going to try to shoot for like 2,000. So by the end of the month, I should have 100 and something, right? It was like 150. And I don't even know if I got that at first. Oh, I was able to barely get it. I think I wanted to get 200 and I got it and I was like, "Oh, sweet." Like and that was just by chance. But then the YouTube ones I said 200 as well and I was like, "Nah, dude, I'm not going to hit that." So I had to adjust it. And then I just
Yeah,
just focused on Twitter and that was it. Like I kind of dropped the YouTube one. I was like, I'm just going to focus on one platform for now.
yeah. I feel you. Um, yeah, you know, I'm down to work with you. Give me some tips so we can apply it to my own platform and also Primation podcast.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So,
And the one thing I would say is that there's small little nuances for each of them, but there are overlapping themes. So even in terms of getting, say, followers on Twitter, a lot of it too is just engagement on other profiles. And I think it's the same on TikTok too. Um, you know, just because you don't do this doesn't mean other people don't. But when you leave comments, if you have an interesting profile pic or you leave an interesting comment, sometimes those people will be interested in, oh, like, well, what's this about? And they'll click on your profile. Oh, they have some content too. It's similar to what I'm looking at. So if you're making for the Primation podcast, if it's just podcast stuff and just people interested in conversations, um, just go to other conversation like things and people that you'll be surprised if you just start leaving comments on other things, people also have eyeballs to you.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
Good, it's good. Um, yeah. What is that bottle behind you?
This
The yellow one, yeah. Yeah.
tennis balls.
Tennis balls. You play tennis?
No.
Is it for your dog?
Work on them hands though. Yeah.
Damn. True showman. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Tennis balls.
Work on them
That's
hands. I used to do this all the time for football, so that way I can practice with my hand-eye coordination,
mhm.
and also for
Those saloon doors open
keep
to a
up, bro.
bathroom? Oh yeah, the little 1-2 combo.
Potential live stream. Isaiah's gonna teach me how to box with the sparring sesh.
Yep, yep. We're gonna do a little sparring session, help him out. We'll record some of it, and if it's good, we'll post it. If it's not, we'll just have it for us. But yeah, let me tell you a little bit about myself, dude. So
Yeah.
right now, I'm doing sales, but I'm looking for other work because, to be honest, this job is probably not going to work out. So I've been looking for other work, and I got a phone call from this lady. It was a phone interview, and she goes, "Hey, what'd you do at your last previous job?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I sold phones inside of a retailer for AT&T." And she goes, "Oh, where at?" I'm like, "In the inland or the San Bernardino County and LA County area." And she goes, "Oh, okay, maybe this one guy. I think his name was like Ricky or Ronnie or Reginald. I don't know.
Ricky
This is like
Bobble.
Ricky Mom." And I was like, "Oh no, there's nobody named Ricky." She's like, "Oh, that's okay. He's a good friend of mine. He passed away." And I was like,
Dang.
"What the?" I know I felt bad, but I'm in the same time like, "What the fuck? That's random as fuck." Like, what's the job about? And she goes on for like
You
another.
replacing Ricky.
No, Ricky. No, it was her friend, but that worked for our company. But the thing is like he didn't even work selling phones. Like he didn't sell. He like delivered phones for AT&T or some shit like that. I don't know. He drove a fucking truck, and I guess the truck flew off the road, and they found him in dead in like a car crash or something like that. And they didn't
Uh,
find him out until 5 days later. Like it was fucking crazy. But
dang.
dude, I was just thinking like it was a 10-minute phone interview, and half the interview was spent like mourning the loss of her friend, dude. And I'm just like,
Uh,
when did this happen? She's like, oh yeah, like last year, like 2 years ago. I'm like, what
fuck.
is happening right now? Like rest in peace for fucking Ricky Bobby. But
Yeah.
still, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, am I am I going in for part two? You know what I mean? Did I get
Dude.
the job?
Oh man.
But
That's
I
tough.
don't.
Hey, they were
I
trying to
don't.
test your mental fortitude, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if we throw you a curveball, you're gonna be able to, you know?
No, well, I wasn't even talking. It was her just venting to me.
Oh man.
I felt bad, but like I was being nice. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, bro, why the fuck? It's
My
like
guy was
9
being
a.m.
altruistic and not egoistic.
Well, dude, I just wanted to get the fuck out of that conversation, to be honest, bro. I was like, I don't know. Am I a bad person for laughing?
Dude, no, I mean it's a
Uh,
situation, bro. Like it's just like what the heck?
I don't. Okay, we'll play it out. We'll play it out. You be me, and
Okay.
then I'll be the lady. So like,
Yeah.
I'm calling you.
Yeah.
Brum, 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 brum.
Love, this is Isaiah speaking.
Uh, yeah. I'm calling about your application for sales corporation.
Oh yeah, let me tell you about my stuff. I used to sell phones for AT&T.
Oh, that's nice. Did you know Ricky? Ricky
Ricky,
Bobby.
I don't think Ricky Bobby doesn't ring a bell. I don't know anything about a Ricky. What do you know
Yeah,
which department or what he worked in?
yeah. He used to deliver phones in a van to AT&T.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's,
he,
that's
he
well,
worked.
he probably used those phones that he brought over.
Yeah, he used to work there like a year ago.
Oh, interesting. I just started a couple months ago.
Oh, you probably don't know him. Yeah,
Well,
he
what's Ricky
died.
been up to?
He died, and he died a year ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I just figured, since you work with the AT&T, you might know. He's a really good friend of mine. I'm still kind of heartbroken about it.
I'm so sorry to hear that. How did he die?
Well, he one day he delivered phones and he got into a car crash, and then they couldn't get a hold of him for 5 days until they found him on the side of the freeway. The car was crashed and he was dead inside.
Shit, bro. Fuck, bro. No.
You see
Oh,
what I mean? You're
rest
just like,
in peace, Ricky, dude.
rest in peace, Ricky.
Oh, fuck, dude.
It's that was the start of my day. Like, that was a couple days ago.
Oh
It was.
man, dude. Yeah.
Oh, do you get what I mean? Like, you just
So what's
said.
good about that job?
So that's good.
Oh, I've had some like interview stories, but nothing like that. Like one time I remember interviewing and I was moving along the interview process and I was interviewing with an engineer. This would have actually been with Lucid Motors and the dude showed up like it was supposed to be a 40-minute interview and he showed up like 10 or 15 minutes late and I'm just sitting there like, bro, what's going on? I'm not gonna leave because there's an allotted 40 minutes. And when he finally shows up, he's like, oh, like I don't even know if he really apologized. He said something like, oh, the other meeting went overtime. I'm gonna have to leave early. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, so tell me about yourself. I started going through like halfway through like a little mini 5-minute introduction. And then he's like, well, let me tell you about the company. And he started sharing some stuff. And then he's like, well, what do you think about this? And I kind of shared a perspective. And he's like, well, this is what we're doing. And I was like, oh, like cool. Like, and before I could get anything, he's like, I gotta leave. And I was like, all right, dude. And he just left. And I'm like, what was up with that? And so yeah, I didn't get the position. And I was like, bro, I was like, what was this about? That was super bizarre. And it was kind of upsetting. That was when I was
Dude,
struggling to try to look for
what if
work,
he was fucking? What if he was Ricky, dude, and he was driving? He's like,
bro.
oh, hold up, I gotta
Dude,
leave, and then the
dude,
car.
those cars, he probably hit acceleration mode, or I don't know if they call it ludicrous mode, or that's like for Tesla. But when they came to recruit at the University of Michigan, they brought their whole battery engineering team. This was like in 2022. They literally brought the whole engineering team, and they brought out one of their cars, and we went to like this one residential neighborhood. It was clear. The dude's like, "All right, y'all like sit back, whatever." He hit a button. It was supposed to like be cooling the battery down or something so it wouldn't like overheat and just it was like I mean, we went from like
Damn,
0 to 60 or 0 to 80 in like something ridiculous, man.
damn, it's like a Tesla. Have you been to the Tesla?
It was faster than a Tesla, Primo.
Damn.
Like, and it was just so smooth and quiet. It was just like, but you're just like, it was
Your
it
face is
was
like,
so it was amazing. I was like, I want to build stuff like this, dude. And
that's cool.
I
Didn't
wasn't
you?
one of the I wasn't one of the chosen ones. It would have originally been for an internship position. And I remember because I was one of the early ones for to interview for it because I was like one of the you could say like prime candidates at the time. And then one of my buddies later on, he got an interview, and I told him, dude, this is the things that they asked for. And one of them I hesitated on it, and I was like, I actually had that experience, but the dude like he cut me off because we didn't have much time. So I actually wrote down all the questions that they asked. I literally gave the questions to my boy, and I was like, you've been working with me on this project, make sure you're prepared for this stuff. So I set him up. And when he ended up later on, he came to me, he's like, I got an internship. And I was like, yo, my man. I was happy for him, but I was like, dude, I literally worked on the same project that he did. I could have gotten the interview too. Or I could have gotten the
damn,
internship too. And it was just the guy I interviewed with. He just messed it up for me. He literally joined 10 to 15 minutes late and then he left like 10 to 15 minutes early. It was supposed to be a
that sucks.
45-minute interview
Damn.
and he left me with like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, dude, fuck that guy. Well, he lost out on a great fucking person.
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, everything happens for a reason. So I'm like, all right. But I
Yeah.
probably would have been
They
in
did.
Cali instead of sticking
Was
around.
this? Oh shit.
Yeah, because
So this was
Lucid
after.
Motors, they were based in I think the Bay Area.
Oh, that'd have been cool. You'd have
Uh,
been near me.
yeah.
But honestly, it's a blessing with your current job right now.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
didn't
for
you?
sure, bro. Everything happens for a reason, man.
Yeah.
What was that?
No, I was just gonna mention that you did a solar car,
Yeah.
which was really cool. But I think right now we're kind of going over the limit. So let's just uh let's just do an outro. All right. Primation Nation on three.
All right.
One, two, three. Primation
Primation
Nation.
Nation. Are
Was
you
it? Was
frozen?
it? No, no.
Dude,
Like,
you were
was it
just
good?
like, oh, it was good. Oh, yeah, 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 that's good.
Well, do you feel like we were in sync, or was it like time delay? Do you feel?
Bro, it was good, man. It was good. I don't know. You want to just like do a Power Rangers thing? We just like
All
fist
right, let's
bump it
go.
out.
Fist bump it. All right. There you go. There's.
All right.
All
That's
right.
the
End the
outro.
recording.
All right. You want to end it?
Yeah, 'cause I gotta take a piss, bro.
Dang, bro.